I was working at a top-tier financial firm in New York City, surrounded by incredibly intelligent people. I had a boss I deeply respected. One day I walked into his office and told him I planned to leave and start an online bookstore. He didn't dismiss me. He invited me on a long walk through Central Park. After listening patiently, he said, "That actually sounds like a great idea, but maybe for someone who doesn't already have a great job." He told me, "You can have a job, a career or a calling. If you're lucky enough to find your calling, you've hit the jackpot." About 25 years ago, I met Jeff Bezos. He came to me and said, "Dave, I want you to invest in my startup." I asked what he was doing. He said, "I'm opening an online bookstore out of my garage. People will order books through the internet and I'll ship them from home." Then he said something wild. "Someday I'll be the richest man in the world. My company will generate over $100 billion. Back then, that number sounded absurd. There were barely countries or national debts at that scale. But he believed it while I laughed, joked, and dismissed it. He, on the other hand, was already clapping for himself, knowing he was on the right path at the right time. I didn't believe it. He did. That was the difference. The lesson? Follow your passion. Don't chase whatever's trending, focus on what truly excites you. When I made the choice to leave my safe job and build something new, it wasn't easy. But I realized that I wouldn't regret failing. I'd regret never trying. As a kid, I was always tinkering. I built an automatic gate closer out of cement-filled tires, tried to make a solar oven from an umbrella and foil, and set up booby traps for my siblings. I wanted to invent. So when I left that job, I wasn't chasing money. I was chasing the joy of building, of creating. There's a military saying I love: slow is smooth, and smooth is fast. That applies to everything. Focus, patience, and consistent effort. That's how you move forward. You're born with certain gifts. Maybe you're good at math, or naturally athletic or artistic. But those are just starting points. You can't take pride in the gifts themselves. They were given to you. What you can take pride in are your choices: to work hard, to push yourself, to grow. That's what defines you. We all have the power to write our own life stories. Your story isn't defined by the talents you were born with. It's defined by the decisions you make with them. At some point, you'll face a choice. Do you want a life of comfort, or a life of meaning, service, and adventure? When you're 80, which one will make you proud? There's never been a better time to be alive. The world is bursting with opportunity. Change is constant, and creativity is more powerful than ever. You get to build your life completely from scratch, so ask yourself, will you follow inertia or follow your passion? Will you imitate others or create something original? Will you avoid discomfort or choose meaningful risk? Will you shrink under criticism or stand tall in conviction? Will you fake confidence or own your mistakes and grow? Will you fear rejection or act when love calls? Will you play it safe or dare to be bold? Will you quit when it's hard or be relentless? Will you mock and criticize or will you build? Will you be clever at others' expense or be kind? Every time you create something that empowers others, tools, ideas, services, you're onto something truly valuable. Most people settle for a job. If you're lucky, you'll find a career. But if you're truly fortunate, you'll discover your calling, and when you do, you'll give your best to it. Galileo, Newton, Mark Twain, Jules Verne. The great thinkers and dreamers of history would have loved to live right now. So much possibility, so many tools, so much to invent and explore. Just like them, you have gifts. But the real question is, how will you use them? Will you take pride in the talents you were handed? Or will you be proud of the life you chose to create?